His Voice Global exists to raise up leaders among the vulnerable, to see relationships restored and communities renewed. We do that by taking our circle of care framework into areas of the world that have high populations of vulnerable women or children. This circle of care framework covers their physical needs, their emotional needs, their educational needs, and most near and dear to our heart here at His Voice Global is their spiritual needs. This last week, I had the opportunity to sit down with our director of discipleship, Daryl Parrish, and talk to him about a program that we have that has really made a ginormous impact around the globe, literally around the globe, and bringing the gospel of Jesus Christ all over East Africa and reaching into parts of East Asia and beyond. We've even had it done here in the United States. And so I want to talk to you about part of our framework called Foundation of Hope. Foundation of Hope is a module and curriculum that was birthed out of His Voice Global because we were spiritually caring for these very vulnerable women and children in South Sudan. And what we realized is when we would begin to teach and go deeper with them in the scriptures, the light bulbs in their hearts began to explode with joy when they would hear about the entirety of scripture, the full narrative and the full redemption story. And so that birthed in our hearts, specifically in Daryl Parrish's heart, to create some curriculum around this so that we could make sure that they were being trained and taught, and it wouldn't just end on us. We could train them, and then they would bring their robust views and heart, and as they listen to the Lord, speak into this curriculum, and then go and teach that curriculum to their people. And so this curriculum is called Foundation of Hope, like I said, and it is a 5-moduled curriculum. And all that means is that these leaders, if we go into your area and we are offering this curriculum, this Foundation of Hope training, if you are a church leader, a pastor, just a lay leader, a leader of any kind in that area, you can sign up and you commit to coming for 5 different weekends, and they're spread out over multiple years. And we cover big topics. Like the first one is God's story. The second one is the gospel. Then we talk about the kingdom. In the third module is the kingdom, Jesus reigning. And then we have the 4th module is God's mission. All nations are called to all nations. And then the 5th module is life in the spirit. It's a spiritual formation. It's the final. We send them out trained with that. And such a beautiful part of this curriculum is it's not about a teacher. The curriculum teaches for itself. While we do have trainers that have been raised up and are now going out and training, it's more about the teaching in the small groups, and they have community with one another and learn and grow together. It's very interactive in nature, and the heartbeat is that they would take what they learned that week and take it back to where they came and begin training. So this is a multiplication type training, and it has proven to continue to multiply. There's no way, because of the multiplication of it, that we could ever keep track exactly how many have been trained via the Foundation of Hope curriculum, but we do know that over 500 have been through the training. We also know that currently there's around 200 leaders that are still in it, that are in the process of going through it at one of those 5. And the current ones in it are spread out over 8 different locations, which is incredible, across Kenya right now. It is so exciting to see them catch and understand scripture, and some of them, even though they have been teaching in their churches and teaching, they have come to know Jesus in this such new intimate way that they leave with just a spirit-filled excitement to go back in to their areas and begin to lead out of the overflow of what they've learned. We currently have classes going, and this is like I said, such a huge heartbeat of His Voice Global. But when you look at our overall budget, what it takes to actually train and pull off these training is such a small part. And so I just wanted to tell you guys some numbers to let you know, because I know a lot of people are like, I would love to be a part of helping train leaders to get people to begin to love the scripture and to train these people who maybe had no access to the types of studies that we have now to get to have access. And so here, what is such a very cool number that I love to talk about is that for one leader to go through all 5 weeks, it's only $300 for all 5 weeks. Every time they show up at a training, they get all the curriculum, they get all the teaching, and they get all the meals for their time there. And so for $300, you can take a leader all the way through a theological training program. They get a certificate at the end. That is unbelievable. It's about $1,500 per class, so per weekend, because we train about 25 at a time. Typically, that's about how much. That's a pretty average number of classes of people in the class, and so these numbers. This is such a huge reach for such a small amount of funding, and so we just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to say, I want to support a leader. I want to come alongside a leader from a village who is trying to learn about Jesus and trying to learn about the scriptures so that they can take it into their sphere of influence. And if you would like to do that, we'll have links that you can do, or you can just email me, Amber at His Voice Global, and I can connect you with that. Another really exciting part about this curriculum is that we offer it here in the United States. And so we have it. It's a resource we would love to give to you guys. And you guys can have it at your church. And then you can tell the people at your church about those who are in East Africa going through this training, and you guys can partner with one another. And it could be a really cool mission opportunity at your church. It could be a really cool opportunity for the people in your church to be discipled and grow, and knowing at the same time on the other side of the world, people are being discipled with the same curriculum and growing, and it's just be very cool. We, like I said at the beginning, our heart is to raise up leaders among the vulnerable. And these villages, these cities in which we have strategically reached through the multiplication process, are some of the most vulnerable areas in East Africa that we know of. And we have been able to go in and train leaders to take the gospel of Jesus Christ to the next generation of leaders there. And we're asking you to come be a part of that with us. Thank you.